Hey, welcome to Around PDX. I'm Chris Antrim with Movement Mortgage, and my guest today is Adrienne.
Butzer.
Thank you for saying it. I was trying it. I just kept screwing it up. Anyway, where have you taken us? This has been fun so far.
Well, my absolute favorite place, Bliss Nails.
I got to tell you, I thought this was going to be a little bit challenging, and it has been delightful. Tell me why you like it, and I'm going to tell you what I've enjoyed so far.
Well, you know, who doesn't like to be pampered? And it's always so delightful. All of the people that work here, they're so friendly and happy, as you can see. It's kind of serene in here. And who doesn't like to be pampered?
Okay, Diane, who I've shown a photo of, she's been fantastic. The owners, I assume he's the owner?
Keith and Nilly.
Keith and Nilly have been so accommodating. I was most nervous about coming into a salon, as you can imagine, on a Saturday morning and shooting this stuff, but they've been so good.
So brave of you, honestly.
Talk about your nails a little bit. We had a little conversation earlier when we got our nails done. Like, why do you do it, and how does it help you a little bit?
Well, you know, I do it because I enjoy it, but also I found that early on in moving into the real estate world, it became something that drew people to me, made them remember me, I guess. It became a signature of something I do, I guess, that people find intriguing, and here I am.
So I was pointing out, I kind of did the same thing when I used to do the sales exec job. I had interesting socks, and they call it a whatcha. What you wearing? What's that about? So it
is.
It's fun, and in your nails, it's funny because when you picked this, I was so not surprised because I've always commented about your nails. I know I wasn't alone. They're kind of famous.
Well, I appreciate that.
And they turned out great. So Adrienne, you work for a company that does environmental testing. How's that impact like homeowners and when they're selling their houses? Help us understand that.
Well, frankly, if you're a buyer, it's giving you all of your due diligence. So A, you're not having to do it on your own, but B, you have negotiation power for your home. Also, you might not be able to get funding if you have certain situations. Not that I am quoting on any of these because I am not at any way licensed to give any information. But also, you know, as a seller too, it gives you the ability to have negotiation, and they do affect things. I mean, radon is a very serious gas that can cause a lot of problems, but is a very simple fix. You know, for $1,800 to $2,500, roughly. I mean, depending on the size of your house, you can solve
I keep giggling because it tickles.
You know, you can stop things like cancer. You know, that's a
can I ask you, what do you guys test for? What are the different tests you
we
guys
do
run?
sewer, radon, heating oil tanks, and we've just recently added septic.
So those are all the major things you need to get tested.
Absolutely. We are a big part of a home transaction and making sure your home runs smoothly.
Well, I know you guys do a fabulous job. I see you out and about everywhere, and people have nothing but raving things to say about you and your company. So if you haven't noticed, these tests are important. They'll help save lives, make you feel more comfortable when you purchase a house. Because the last thing you want to do is buy a house and have something bad in it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, geez. Not to mention, you know, your home is your biggest investment. You want to take good care of it. So these tests should be redone every 3 to 5 years. Obviously not on a heating oil tank, because once you know you don't have one, you don't have one. And if you do have one, you've probably had it removed or decommissioned. But with radon and even your sewer, periodically, it's not a bad idea to have it checked out because things go wrong, things fail.
And if you catch them early, then it could be an easier fix.
Absolutely. I mean, I personally didn't know there were secondary lines in homes until that I found out recently that we don't scope as part of real estate transactions. And I now have a giant hole in a pipe in my house that I am paying to fix.
Yes. Okay, let's switch subjects real quick.
Yes.
And if you don't know Adrienne really well, you really should get to know her because she has a fabulous story. She's lived a very fun life. So with that, what words of wisdom would you give someone in general if they were just how to live life, Adrienne style? What's your
Adrienne
words to live by?
style. Ooh, never say no.
Never say no, I like that.
Even if you're afraid, do it anyways.
What's the benefit of doing that?
You know, it's easy to be held back by the things we're afraid of. And if I were to be held back by the things I'd be afraid of, I would never do anything. So push forward because the most amazing things happen when you push past that uncomfortable place.
I love that. That's fantastic. That's really good advice.
And of course, good, bad, or indifferent, the people you surround yourself with, you become like, so surround yourself with great people who are high vibing.
High vibing. I like that. Awesome. All right. You guys have a great day. We're finishing up our toast here and it's kind of tickling, which I love. All right. Bye.